Hello, it's Scott Manley here with episode 13 of Starflight. Myself and my bold crew have just paid a visit to the City of the Ancients. We found all these ancient ruins, and in the ruins we found a mysterious crystal pearl and about 100 tons of endurium, which we have of course loaded onto the ship and I will take with me because I need to burn it in my engine so I can fly places. Yes, that's what I'm going. I'm going to fly places. I got to get back to base, but I actually want to pay a visit to the Spemin. Now, the Spemin, of course, live in a nebula, probably because it hides their planet from scary, dangerous creatures. I don't know. The Spemin are not the most brave creatures. There we go. I like the way the stars, because of the graphics, they kind of leave a hole in the nebula, right? There's a background sprite or whatever that's darker. It actually looks like real nebula because stars actually will blow a hole in the nebula with their solar winds. Anyway, look, we have found ourselves some Spemin. We want to hail them in a hostile manner. This is Captain Scott of the powerful starship ISS Kerbal. You will cooperate and identify yourselves immediately or be annihilated. Ha! Class 2 lasers, watch this. Go on, see how long your courage lasts.
We surrender! Your race is wise and kind! No! Sorry, for all the bad things we have done, we promise never to be bad again!
So yeah, we require information you will tell us about other races.
The mind ganglion planet of the Uhlek system is a life-bearing planet in the system 5532. Destroying it should be a trivial task. We are almost tempted to do it ourselves.
Yes, so that was what it was all about. The Uhlek, the badasses that just keep killing me whenever I fly past them, and I've had to cut out several deaths, they have a brain world, right? They have a hive mentality, but they clearly have like a queen or something. If we can go to that planet and destroy it, say, with a planet-busting black egg bomb, then perhaps we will no longer have to deal with the Uhlek, and we will be free to roam around the galaxy, unfettered by their attentions or something. Is that what the word unfettered means? I do not know. Unencumbered by the fear of constant Uhlek attack. Anyway, we head back home, we find the starbase. It's, of course, the second planet of the Earth system. And we head over to the scanning center to find out what they can tell us about the crystal pearl. Actually, we have the glowing disc as well. But who cares about that? The crystal pearl is where the real magic is. This seems to be a device of the ancients, but we can't figure out what it does. It contains a tremendous amount of energy. Well, that's not very useful. Okay, spoiler. The crystal pearl is a life. What it is if you find yourself in a battle and about to get destroyed, the crystal pearl will warp you out of the battle safely. This mattered a lot more in the DOS version, where you basically had one save game. There was no multiple save games, so you couldn't save scum your way to victory. At least the Amiga version I'm playing has multiple save games. The other thing about the DOS version, if you have it on Good Old Games, then if you play it and then you quit without saving the game, then you ruin it and you have to run a special thing to clear out the save game. So if you start the save game and then you don't save it again, then the save game is considered tainted because it presumes that you're mucking around with it or something like that. It's very easy to mess up your save game, I guess is what I'm saying. Anyway, on the map, I am looking for this location, 54 by 32. That is where the Uhlek brain world is, that orange star on the other side of the nebula. I'm going to take a little shortcut there by using the good old-fashioned flux continuum. That will show me let me get there a little faster. Of course, traveling at 4 times regular speed, that will also let me get there a little faster. We're just going to zip through here to the continuum flux of my choice. There it is there. You see we're going to travel to the to that little continuum flux nexus. There's a little bit of a shortcut. We're now flying through potentially hostile territory. Somewhere along the line, the Eloan decided they didn't like me anymore, and the last couple of encounters, which you haven't seen, I've ended up killing them. Mostly because they wanted to fight me and I couldn't be bothered talking to them anymore. I believe this may either be the Eloan or the Thrin, but you know what? They're not going to last very long. Alien vessel hit by class 5 laser. Yes, so much for that. And of course I refilled my energy off of the hulls of their spacecraft. But yeah, we're going to skirt around this nebula, and on the other side is the Uhlek brain world. And hopefully I can get in and out quickly without actually encountering an Uhlek. Actually, strange thing about the Uhlek brain world, there's no Uhlek fleets there. So the odds of you actually encountering an Uhlek fleet in the Uhlek system is actually pretty rare. So anyway, we know it is the life-bearing world, and this is a K-class star, so we're going to look out and try all the planets to scan for life. Oh, it has blue surface, but no life. That is an ammonia and a hydrogen atmosphere. Okay, not very interesting. Let's leave orbit. Let's look for a planet that has life on it. We'll go to... Nope, no, we're not going back to that one. So the stars are actually labelled according to their main sequence letters, and the sequence I was always taught, was O, B, A, F, G, K, M. That's the different types of stars, classes. There we go. Bio is 27. Fluorine atmosphere. Obviously, this is perfect for an Uhlek brain. High gravity as well. Subarctic to temperate, frozen surface, violent weather, very thick atmosphere. Well, you know what? As long as we can drop this bomb and be done. Well, the red cylinder isn't pointing me anywhere in particular, so I'll just pick a low sight and descend to the surface. Shouldn't take too long. Okay, we're ready. Have you got the bomb, sir? Who's going to handle the bomb? Yeah, Jebediah will no doubt volunteer to carry it. I'm sure Jebediah will be balancing it on his head. So, let's zoom out. Now, we just need to drop the bomb, but you know what? This is a planet with life on it, and I feel that I do not want to commit genocide. I want to collect whatever life forms exist here. Unfortunately, they're just a black fungoid and a small black fungoid and a tiny black fungoid. Let's get a sample of everything so that they can repopulate the species on other planets. Let's take one of those, okay? And I guess that's either the tiny or the large. I don't know. They're one or the other. Come on, hop in. We're taking you to another planet where you can, survive and thrive and do whatever fungoids do. Okay, so that is water as well. I think I'm going to drop the black egg device here rather than, say, in the water, because it would suck if it sank. Arm the black egg. Yes, indeed. The black egg is now armed, and we are headed for our spacecraft to return. To move to a minimum safe distance. You now have 2 minutes to reach minimum safe distance. No, we're not opening the viewport. We don't need to do that flyaway thing. In fact, if we open the viewport, it might possibly explode. Captain, we're getting a message from the black egg. 2, 1. Wow! Flashy colors, flashy colors. Captain, all alien communications in the vicinity have ceased. The planet has been obliterated. Oh my god. Hopefully that means the Uhlek will not be bothering us anymore. Now, a note to everybody who's mentioned about the Sega Genesis version of this. Yes, it has this quest in the game, but according to the developers, it does not actually stop the Uhlek attacking you. Whereas now I can fly around the galaxy with impunity. And for my next visit, I'm going to head over to Eloan space again, and I'm going into the nebula near their current homeworld. There is you can't see it on the star map that is in the game, but if you look at the star maps that are online, that are available, that actually come as a download from the Good Old Games site, you can actually see the colour of stars, and in that nebula, there are 4 stars arranged in a constellation. There are 3 O-type stars, and 3 B-type stars, and a single O-type star. These are the 4 seedlings. If you remember the Eloan, they talk about Acteron, Gal, whatever. Those are the names of the 4 seedlings, right? and I'm just skipping over it. Acteron is the headquarters of the Institute, which studied the crystal threat. And here we are. Look, we're in the nebula. There are 4 stars here. One of them is going to be Acteron. Acteron is the brightest of the 4 seedlings. So we need to find the brightest star, right? So this is a B-type star. Lots of planets here. That's all very interesting. I wonder if which one we will go to. We'll just try a planet randomly. Now, O-type stars are the brightest, at least from the main sequence. B is next brightest, A, so on and so forth, right? And M are the faintest. Those are the red stars. It's all to do with the temperature, essentially, right? So the way you remember the sequence is the rhyme that goes, "Oh, be a fine girl, kiss me right," and then there's "kiss me," and then you have "right now smack" is for RNS for the 3 other types of smaller stars. But originally, you never had RNS when that rhyme was created. that not a rhyme, that mnemonic. Okay, so this planet isn't the one we want either, because it is big and scary. Okay, next, where are we looking? This is a B-type star. We're going to head out and look for another one. 48 days till this one flares. So heading over to this neighbour, we penetrate it as well. Single star here, single planet. This too is a B-type star. Really what we're looking for, now I think about it, is the brightest of the seedlings. We're looking for the O-type star, right? Let me see. Yay! Look, it's an O-type star, so I suspect that this is the Acteron system. So now we need to go to Acteron 6. Acteron 6 is the home of the Institute. And yeah, it's a blue-type star, so the planets furthest from it are most likely to be life-bearing. Initiating orbital maneuver. Science officer, what do you think? Whoa, that's a lot of life. Methane, ammonia, argon, once again, all propellants. Liquid surface, tropical, no weather, and we have a red dot down there. Now, we actually knew the coordinates of the Institute from the mechanoids. We just didn't know the location of Acteron, and in fact, we just had to kind of put the clues together between the star map, the Eloan story, and the mechans. So this has told us where it is. And yeah, I accidentally left the display open, so you get to watch it in 4 times normal speed, where it's actually somewhat tolerable. Time to disembark and see what we can find, huh? I'm sure that Institute is out here somewhere. Zoom out, we're looking for ruins. Oh, there's a ruin right there. Okay, what have you got? Cargo. Take it. Oh, no, I didn't mean to take it. Okay, never mind. There we go. 7th of April, 4620. Report, Project Teleport 123380. In short, we have devised a scheme to teleport an operative from a specially built starbase, which will be known as Crystal Base 1, to the surface of the Crystal Planet. Because of the problems involved with the teleportation of this distance, we will not be able to retrieve the operative. The volunteer will be sent in with a nuclear explosive. If possible, he will stay in communication with the starbase. He will locate and destroy the control center of the Crystal Planet. Potential problems include teleportation reliability, insufficient explosive power, communications through the magnetic field generated by the planet, location off. Communication transcript. Crystal Base 1 to Acteron Institute, 883382. Been 14 hours since Commander McConnell was sent down. At no point have we received any communication from him. At exactly 12 hours and 11 minutes after his departure, we witnessed an explosion on the planet's surface. We are now sending out drones to test the defenses of the Crystal Planet in an attempt to ascertain the effects of the explosion. Research Council recommendation. Therefore, it is our finding that the only effective means of destroying the Crystal Planet is with the use of 3 devices. The first of these is the Crystal Orb, is intended to nullify the defenses of the planet. This is in the possession of the Vilox, and is known to them as the Small Egg. The second device is the Crystal Cone. This is needed to identify from orbit the location of the control nexus, and is known to be at coordinates of 29 by 55 on the first planet in System 20-198. Unfortunately, this is deep in Uhlek space. The crystal planet is only vulnerable at the control nexus. Lastly, a bomb of sufficient explosive power is required. The actual force necessary is unknown, but our best estimates indicate something on the order of a gigaton. Ouch. Hit any key to continue. Yes, okay, and any key wasn't in the actual message. So yes, we have the clues, we know what we need to do, we know where we get it, and we've wiped out the Uhlek, who would stand in our way if we hadn't. So we need a bomb, because we just wasted one of our bombs. I suspect that a bomb that can split a planet and can obliterate a planet is probably powerful enough to destroy the control center. We just need to follow up on some of our other clues. We need to pick up the crystal cone, we need to pick up the crystal orb, which the Velox call the small egg, and then we need to go to the crystal planet and send it to its maker, or well, I don't know, the maker's probably, I don't know where they went, but send it, somewhere, send it to the heavens. No, it's a planet, it's already in there. We're going to destroy it, turn it into an asteroid belt. So much for the metaphors. How do you kill a planet made of crystal? Anyway, with all that in mind, we're going to head back, looking for some new stuff. Use the mouse to select the destination. There we go. Full cruise control is enabled, and now we're going to head up looking for the Velox's crystal orb, because we know Velox space, right? We're going to jump through some of these continuum fluxes. Realize that was the wrong one to jump through. That was the one we want. There we go. That brings us a little closer to the coordinates we need. Having mapped all this stuff out now, we have a pretty good idea. So yeah, we start running into the Velox a lot. Again, they're no match for me. But all the same, it's very nice of them to offer up their ships that we can farm the Endurium from it. But really, I don't have enough cargo hold for it. With a bit of communications, we can actually engage with them.
Oh, we is Veloxy, your best friend. Please don't be destroying us.
Oh, yes. We beg you to honour upon our poor selves and bestow upon us a pearl of wisdom.
The ancients is ancestors of Veloxy. Veloxy legend.
Oh, wait a second. No, the ancients.
The great egg at 99252 is made by ancients.
Not what we're interested in.
The most magnificent hexagon on sacred planet Sphexy is a sign of the ancients to wonder small Veloxy descendants.
This small egg, so they told us, the planet Sphexy. Guess what? This is the planet Sphexy, and it is also life-supporting. It has a bunch of Veloxy probes in orbit because, of course, the Velox are extremely concerned, and they put their probes, their drones, in orbit around their important planets. We have to answer yes to anything which is a multiple of 6. Guess what? 82 is not a multiple of 6. And it's still not a multiple of 6. Nope, that's odd, not a multiple of 6. 79, again, no. 76, not even remotely. Permission to orbit granted. Excellent. Now, we don't have... I don't think we have the coordinates, but we have the red rod... And the red cylinder will tell us where we're going. Oh, well, oxygen, carbon dioxide, water. This is a perfect planet, yes. I hope the Velox don't mind. I mean, then again, if we can all make as much money as I do, we can come in with our warships. Sphexy! Okay, so land. And we have the red cylinder. The red cylinder has given us landing coordinates to head to. Descent. I think the Velox really like this item, so once I steal it, they're going to be hostile to me regardless. I don't think they will even talk to me. So, I mean, this is it. Last chance for diplomatic relationship with the Velox is going out of the window as soon as I pick this thing up and leave it. Assuming I can find it. Nothing nearby. Let's go a little further out. Come on. Oh, there we go. The hexagon. The hexagon of the ancients. The number 6 is important to them. I'm wondering why it happens to be... I'm wondering why it's important to the ancients. But yeah, right in the centre there is a recent ruin, which obviously the Veloxi have lived. Well, we don't need the Endurium. We need the Crystal Orb, which takes 0.2 cubic meters. We now know it will protect us. Top up an Endurium while we're here, because we love just burning that Endurium in our engines. It lets us slip across the galaxy and talk to aliens. Endurium is the stuff that drives the adventures. Without Endurium, we would be lost. So yeah, leaving this planet, we're going to go find the rest of the stuff elsewhere. We're going to head into what is left of Uhlek space, and then we'll destroy the planet. But that will be in episode 14. Until then, I'm Scott Manley. Fly safe.